Let me get to the gentleman. What husbands can do. You're not too sure. There's a good chance you're not too sure. You may be on this table too, gentlemen, and you're like, I don't want to wake up one day. This woman is already threatening me, and I never believed that, but Utomani, she can just one day wake up and just disappear. Yes, you're right. She can just disappear one day. So these are some of the things. I'm going to fly through this, and then we're going to end the session. Then I want to know your thoughts, okay? In the comments, once we end the live session, I want to know your thoughts. I want to know the things you want me to expand more on, okay? Then we'll take it from there. Number one, gentlemen, acknowledge that you have been enjoying grace in abundance. Just acknowledge it now, okay? If she's still there, women go through so much that you have no idea, and you couldn't have an idea because you're a man. Okay, acknowledge first of all that you have been enjoying grace in abundance. That's number one. Okay, number two, master the art of creating. Okay, this is key. Master the art of creating more grace. Learn the concept of the love tank. It's in the 5 love languages, I think. Okay, the book. Learn the concept of love tank. Listen, if you have, when they say grace abounds, abundance grace, all that kind of stuff, right? She's giving you grace already, but your job is to continue to fill that tank. Okay? And it's a lot more easier if you fill it ahead of time. Yoruba people say, right? This is key. What I am saying is key. Okay? All right, number 3 key, the third key. Okay? Number 3, drum roll. I should be doing drum roll right now. Number 3, don't apologize. Best apology is changed behavior. Some of you don't do overkill apology. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You will chop breakfast eventually. Oh my God, seriously. Don't apologize. The best apology is changed behavior. There's a behavior. Lean into it. Understand it. It doesn't make her feel good. It could just be you're dismissive. You never hear. You always have a way of fixing what she's saying. You already know the answer before she finishes expressing her. You feel the need to talk. Can I talk? Can I talk? Me too. Can I talk? You argue with her, right? Your horsepower cannot. It's not sustainable. Don't kill yourself. It's much more easier if you let her express herself. She's expressing herself. That's all it is. You need to let her finish expressing it. Let her get it out. Oh, so we should just shut up and let woman talk, right? Whatever, man. Last. You will chop breakfast. Again, I'm telling you right now, if you know you don't want to chop breakfast, listen to what I'm saying. Okay? The best apology is change behavior. Don't be so quick. You remember I told you you're a good guy. So you're very quick. You just want to say I'm sorry so that we can get it over with. When you've said it enough time, it's watered down. It has no more value. Okay? So stop apologizing so much. Learn what it is that you're doing, especially from an emotional standpoint, right? To create what you have. Is it always could she be completely an evil woman? Yes, you're right. Of course, she could be.
You're right.
She could be completely evil. You're right. But it's very likely she's not, because you married her. It's highly likely that she's not an evil woman. She's just a typical woman. She wants to feel right again. She wants to feel good in the relationship. Or she's changed. She's evolved. Well, people evolve. You too, you probably evolved. Right? Ever think of it that way? Number 4. Let's do number 4. Don't mansplain. That means a man who is explaining himself. Don't be so quick to have to explain yourself. Okay? Focus on your purpose and mission as a man. I said that earlier, right? I will always tell you that. But with respect to setting the tone. that she will build the home with. You set the tone, she build the home with it. You benefit from it too. It helps you. It helps you even focus even better on your mission and your purpose. Don't say a woman is not going to stop me from mission and purpose. Then you lose your family, bro. You're full of shit, and it's gonna hurt you. Okay? Stop asking her to validate. Let me help you with this one. This one is a biggie. This one is a big one. These are the things you never hear about. You're not gonna hear these things in the manosphere. I tell you that right now. You won't. Okay? They'll rather talk about the courts. They'll talk about everything that happens after you chop breakfast. Number 5, stop asking her to validate your perspective. If your perspective is valid, it's valid. It doesn't need help. Okay? But also, just so you know, the feminine energy, that energy where she's resting in that femininity, where she trusts you, does not give a shit about your feelings. Okay? It doesn't give a shit about trying to validate your perspective. If it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel good. Okay? If it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel good. Just so you know. My brother is here, Sahil. What's going on, Sahil? Good to see you, man. And my sister, Chinye, you're late. Make sure you watch the replay. This is a fantastic one. This one is a fantastic one. This one is classic. Okay? Femi Fanika already thought it was about him, but no. This was bigger than him. Okay? Number 6, for the gentleman, if you don't want to chop breakfast. Okay? Don't try to answer every question. You don't have all the answers. She doesn't want all the answers either. She just needs to feel heard and seen. Hola, you need to expand on that. That shit, I don't understand what the fuck that means. What is heard and seen? Okay, let me know in the comments. Then we can expand on it. Okay? Her feeling heard and seen is not the same thing as you hearing her, that you actually physically heard with your hearing sense. That's not the same thing. Okay, we're talking about the feelings part of it. The key word is feelings. Feeling heard and seen. It's your superpower as a man. Once you know how to do this, it's your superpower as a man. It's not a negative for you. Okay? There's a superpower once you know how to do it. Don't kill yourself. You don't have all the answers. Stop trying to answer every question. Stop pulling out the spreadsheet when she's complaining about something. Okay? All right. Last but not least. Last but not least. Last, but actually not last. There's more to this. Okay? Last but not least. You set the tone, she builds the home. She builds the home. Okay? You set the home, she builds the home. Okay? You carry the seed in every sense you can think of it. I don't care. You can think of it biologically, you can think of it emotionally, you can think of it psychologically, whatever. Social construct, any of that. Okay? You carry the seed. She multiplies and reciprocates. So when you don't realize that you carry the seed or you are actually responsible for the seed, imagine how much you're missing out on. You're missing out on the multiplication part of it, right? Imagine when you're waiting for her to sow the seed, right? If you want her to just be an adult and do the right thing, if you're waiting for that before you conduct yourself like a man, right? Imagine how much you're missing out, right? Just a little effort towards family time goes a long way. Because remember, it's seed, right? It's just seed. It goes a long way, you know? She says being heard for a woman is everything. Yeah, so one day, I'll hopefully we can pull all y'all into the panel, and then you will explain to us what you mean by being heard or feeling heard, right? Because sometimes we actually hear you. So when you say being heard, it's confusing to a man, to a typical man, right? It's confusing, like being heard. I heard you. What do you mean? So what you're talking about is feeling heard. And that tends to be the disconnect. Remember, we talked about this, a disconnect, right? That tends to be the disconnect. She doesn't feel heard. The product of that is going to be bad. Last, it don't cast. Everybody go chop breakfast. It's real. It's real. So yeah. So hopefully this was enlightening and educational. I see. Shout out to all 17 people still watching me. Shout out to you. This was a late night one. It has to be late night for now. Okay. Whenever I get a chance, I will do something in the afternoon. Maybe we can gather all together, do some hot topic in the afternoon. But I really think this was necessary today. This was a good one, So it's very, very important that we do this kind of masterclass so we don't get lost in the source of everything. Now, we always try to make sure it's hot. But if you missed this, Chinye, you definitely need to go and watch the beginning of this. This was a fantastic one, Your action towards the woman lets her feel heard, yes. It's a feeling, it's a feeling. She doesn't feel invisible or feeling like she's disappearing. A lot of women feel that. And what we tend to do as men, we'll turn around and we'll say, are you jealous of my success? I've heard that too before. Like, she's jealous of your success? What do you mean? I've said that before. No, I haven't said it that way. I felt that way before because I didn't really understand what she was trying to say. But it's far from the truth. She's not jealous of your success. Of course not. She's trying to say something. You just, a typical man, you're not capable of, you don't fall out of the skies knowing how to hear this type of stuff. Sometimes you have to have bad experience in order to learn this kind of stuff. And sometimes you can learn it. Some people can learn emotional intelligence, right? Some people are able to learn it, but very few. Majority of people need to hit rock bottom. They need to chop issue atata solid breakfast in the morning before they start to say, wait, maybe I missed something in all of those years. Maybe I missed something, So yeah, so this was a good one. I really enjoyed delivering it too. Typically I'll be tired and late because I'm working all day too, but I really enjoyed delivering this. I want to know your feedback. I want to hear your feedback in the comments. I want to know if anything, there's definitely some things I need to expand on. I want you to highlight that in the comment, But as always, hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you on the next one. And peace.